Germany arrived at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey on Thursday night, having already qualified for the knockout rounds with 6 points from 2 games. They had nothing to lose. Ecuador arrived needing a win to survive. Leroy Sane scored in the second minute. And then, over the next 88 minutes, one of the most powerful footballing nations on earth was systematically taken apart by a country ranked 44th in the world. Final score: Ecuador 2, Germany 1. Germany are out. Again. Here is everything that happened and why it matters far more than just one result. First, the context that makes this land properly. This is the second time in 8 years that Germany have been eliminated in the group stage of a World Cup. In 2018 in Russia, they finished bottom of a group containing Mexico, Sweden and South Korea. The football world called it a shocking aberration. A temporary malfunction from a team built on decades of ruthless efficiency. In 2026, the same thing has happened again, in arguably less forgivable circumstances, because this time they were already through before the final match even kicked off. Here is where it gets interesting. Germany did everything right for the first 9 minutes of this match. Florian Wirtz played a perfectly weighted through ball to Leroy Sane in the second minute. Sane guided it past the goalkeeper with his first touch. 1-0, 2 minutes in, Ecuador needing a win to survive, Germany already through. On paper, this match was over. In practice, Ecuador had a completely different plan. Nilson Angulo scored 7 minutes later. Not a tap-in. Not a deflection. A curling, clinical finish from range that gave Manuel Neuer no chance and silenced a stadium that had barely finished celebrating Germany's opener. That equalizer changed everything. Because at 1-1, Ecuador still needed to win, and Germany had no particular reason to push for a second goal. A draw sent both teams through. A draw meant safety for Germany and elimination for Ecuador simultaneously. And this is the part that reveals exactly what was wrong with Germany's entire night. They knew a draw was safe. Whether you like it or not, that knowledge is poison for a team that has spent 40 years thriving on pressure and necessity. When you have nothing to lose and nothing to gain, football becomes something different. It becomes passive. It becomes comfortable. And Ecuador, a team that needed every single moment to count, were the complete opposite of comfortable for 90 minutes. Pedro Vite made 9 tackles in this match. 9. The most by any Ecuadorian player on record in World Cup history. He did not stop moving, pressing, hunting the ball back, disrupting German passing lanes. Ecuador's coach Sebastian Becassis set this team up to suffocate Germany's build-up, and it worked. The winning goal came in the 77th minute. Kevin Rodriguez picked up the ball on the right, drove towards the box, and his shot was not fully saved. Gonzalo Plata reacted first, poking it into the roof of the net before any German defender could recover. 2-1. 13 minutes left. Ecuador in the knockout rounds for the first time since 2006. Germany needing a miracle they clearly did not have the urgency to create. Germany created chances. Of course they did. Undav missed a close-range effort in stoppage time that should have leveled it. Gross attempted a left-footed volley from the edge of the box that sailed high. The final whistle blew on 2-1, and the German players stood on the MetLife pitch looking exactly the way they looked at the final whistle in Kazan in 2018. Confused. Stunned. Unable to fully process what had just happened. Let that sink in. 2 World Cup group stage eliminations in 8 years. A squad containing Wirtz, Musiala, Sane, Havertz. A manager in Julian Nagelsmann who came into this tournament with universal praise for his tactical setup and squad selection. And yet here we are again, same outcome, same expression, different stadium. The deeper problem is not tactics and it is not individual quality. Germany have both. The problem is mentality at the specific moment when it is most needed. In 2018 they froze under pressure. In 2026 they relaxed when pressure was absent. Both produced the same result. You go home early. Ecuador meanwhile go into the knockout rounds with a momentum that no one saw coming. Their coach's post-game quote said everything. He told reporters that the significance of this win is not for him, it is for the people of Ecuador. A country that has reached the knockout rounds of the World Cup just twice in their history, 2006 and now 2026. Both times by going through the final match needing a result and getting it. Germany go home to the same questions they have been asking since 2018. The squad is talented enough. The system is modern enough. The infrastructure of German football is still among the best on earth. Something else is missing. And until they figure out what that something is, results like Thursday in New Jersey will keep happening. Ecuador in the round of 32. Germany on a flight home. In the biggest sporting tournament on the planet, the table does not care how many World Cups you have won before. If this is the kind of story you want every day this tournament, subscribe. Because the knockout rounds start next. And every single match from here means everything.